Good morning, everyone. My name is Lindsey Murillo, she, her. My essential statement is the analysis and societal awareness of plastic bottles wasted and recycled in Millis High School. The reason and purpose of my project. The purpose of my project is to create an analysis and spread awareness of the circulation of water bottles being wasted and recycled in Millis High School. I chose an environmental research project because I had done a similar topic for my sophomore research project, which introduced me to the environmental issue of our society and what it faces. I wanted to use my senior project to explore that field. So my inspiration, I was inspired to pursue this project because of my travels to Bolivia. When visiting Bolivia, I witnessed the amount of waste that pollutes every street, play area, and surroundings of homes. Being young, I knew very little about this topic, but witnessing it first person drove me to learn more. So here is like the whole timeline of my project. But to give you a brief summary of my timeline of my project, I started in August with my project's objective already in mind. I began my water bottle collection in September, and the way I collected it was by taking count and recycling water bottles in trash and recycling bins. And I collected the water bottles from 7 classrooms and the school library as my common area. And after collecting this data, I sent out a survey after to students that I will further get into detail. This data collection process was then repeated during the end of the year of school. So my mentor, during my project, my mentor was Marilyn Machuca. Marilyn Machuca is the STEM Starter Academy Project Coordinator of Mass Bay Community College. Academically, Marilyn has a double major in math and computer science and a concentration in data analytics and AI. Her profession made her the best person to be my mentor because she assisted me with my data and statistics. So right now I'm going to show you my student survey results from the beginning of the year. So the first question I ask is, do you bring a reusable water bottle to school? About 150 said yes, about 25 students said no, and about over 50 said that they bring a plastic water bottle to school. And my second question was, do you buy plastic water bottles from the caf and or vending machine? And about 150 said no, and about over 50 said yes, which shows a correlation of my first and second data collection. And my third question was goes with the first and second, and it was asking if students about their habits. And the majority said that they purchase a water bottle a few times to once per week. So I just want to talk a little bit about my data collection. So as I said, I collected from 7 classrooms. I used trash bags, and I collected from the trash bin and recycling bin. And I tried to keep it as eco-friendly as possible. I used reusable gloves. And I emptied out all the water that was going to be wasted into jugs so Ms. Copese can distill it to use it for her class. So for my results, I'll show you. It is a data collection of my collection that I made in the beginning of the year. And it was made into 8 weeks, and the green bar shows the how many water bottles were in the recycling bin and how many were in the trash bin, and you can see like the difference there was. So for my research, in order to see change in my final results, I made presentations of my findings to students. This led to a slight shift in my results, where I found a 75% decrease of water bottles in total and less in the trash bin. Some sources of error that I encountered was the representation of data for the whole high school, as I had to do an average instead. And as a potential project for upcoming students, they could do another product instead of water bottles, like coffee cups or anything like that. And some challenges I experienced was the timeline, just getting everything done. So for a vision of a future graduate, what I learned from this project was communication skills. As you can see here is like a long discussion between my mentor and I, and just like being persistent, talking to her constantly, doing follow-up emails if people didn't like answer back quick enough, and stepping out of my comfort zone, making this presentation, and my passion in college. I want to major in finance and a minor in sustainability science. I want to say thank you to my mentor, Murillo, for always listening to my questions, and her figuring out like the statistics and the data analytics of everything, and creating my graphs, and Miss Copis, Mrs. Boise, and Ms. Cheney for answering all my questions during advisories. They were my advisors for Esteemed Scholars, and Mr. Adicki for giving me permission to present in front of the faculty meetings twice, and Ms. Philibran to get me done with all the deadlines and research. Here's my works cited.